Welcome back to No Passport Required, where we show you the world from the comfort of your favorite chair. Welcome to Glacier National Park, one of my favorite places on Earth. I loved our visit to Glacier. This isn't just another park, it's a raw, untamed wilderness that tests your spirit and rewards you with views that will stay with you for a lifetime. They call it the crown of the continent for a reason. Here, towering mountains pierce the sky, ancient glaciers cling to their slopes, and pristine lakes reflect a world that time has barely touched. This place is a masterpiece of nature, a living, breathing testament to the power of the wild. It's a landscape that challenges you, inspires you, and reminds you of what it truly means to be alive. It demands respect but offers unparalleled adventure in return. What makes Glacier so special is its sheer intensity. It's a place for true adventure seekers, for those who want to push their limits and connect with something primal and real. Forget manicured trails and easy strolls. This is where you come to hike along knife-edge ridges, paddle across ice-cold glacial lakes, and stand in awe of grizzly bears from a safe distance. The air here is cleaner, the water is purer, and the silence is deeper. It's a sanctuary where you can escape the noise of modern life and find clarity in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. This is nature in its most epic form, an arena for exploration and discovery. Every corner of this park tells a story of survival and resilience. The glaciers that carve these valleys are retreating, a stark reminder of our planet's fragility. This adds a sense of urgency to any visit. You're not just a tourist here, you are a witness to a changing world. The opportunity to see these magnificent ice fields before they disappear is a powerful motivator. It's a call to action, a reason to get out here and experience this incredible landscape for yourself. This isn't just about pretty pictures, it's about feeling the immense power of the earth beneath your feet and understanding our place within it. So, get ready. We're about to embark on a journey into one of North America's last great wildernesses. This guide is your briefing for an epic expedition. We'll cover everything you need to know, from navigating its legendary roads to tackling its most rewarding trails and respecting its powerful wildlife. This is more than a trip, it's a mission. A mission to explore, to learn, and to be humbled by the raw, magnificent beauty of Glacier National Park. The adventure starts now, so lace up your boots and let's get going. The mountains are calling and we must answer. To truly understand Glacier, you have to look back in time, way back. This land was shaped by colossal forces, sculpted by massive rivers of ice that ground their way through the mountains over millennia. These glaciers carved the deep U-shaped valleys, sharpened the peaks into jagged horns, and left behind the stunning lakes we see today. Long before it was a park, this was the ancestral home of Native American tribes, including the Blackfeet, Salish, and Kootenai people. They considered these mountains sacred, a place of spiritual power and sustenance. Their connection to this land is deep and enduring, a history that adds a profound layer of respect to every visit. The park was officially established on May 11, 1910, to preserve this incredible landscape for future generations. Visionaries saw the need to protect this unique ecosystem from exploitation, ensuring its wild character remained intact. In 1932, it joined forces with Canada's Waterton Lakes National Park to form the world's first international peace park, a symbol of friendship and shared stewardship of nature. This designation highlights the park's global significance, a reminder that the beauty and health of our planet know no borders. It's a powerful statement about cooperation in the name of conservation. The scale of this place is simply immense. Glacier National Park covers over 1 million acres, that's more than 1,500 square miles of rugged, untamed territory. It's a vast wilderness that stretches as far as the eye can see, filled with dramatic contrasts. Within its borders, you'll find over 130 named lakes, more than 700 miles of hiking trails, and 2 separate mountain ranges. It's a massive playground for adventurers. The sheer size means you can find true solitude here, a rare gift in our crowded world. You can hike for days and feel like you have the entire wilderness to yourself, a truly humbling and empowering experience. This vastness supports an incredible diversity of life. The park is home to a rich tapestry of flora and fauna, boasting over 1,000 species of plants and hundreds of species of animals. From the massive grizzly bear to the tiny pika, every creature plays a vital role in this complex ecosystem. The park's dramatic elevation changes from grassy valleys to alpine meadows and rocky peaks create a multitude of habitats. This biodiversity is one of Glacier's greatest treasures, a living library of the natural world. Protecting this intricate web of life is the park's most important mission, a responsibility that falls on every single person who steps foot inside its boundaries. There are few drives on Earth as spectacular as the Going to the Sun Road. This isn't just a road, it's a 50-mile engineering marvel that cuts through the very heart of Glacier National Park. It's your artery into the wild, a ribbon of asphalt that clings to sheer cliffs and climbs over the Continental Divide. Driving it is an adventure in itself, a journey that takes you from lush cedar forests in the valleys to the stark, windswept tundra of the high Alpine. Every twist and turn reveals a new, jaw-dropping vista, with waterfalls cascading down rock faces and mountains looming over you. This road is your ticket to the park's most iconic landscapes. Navigating this road requires your full attention. It's narrow, winding, and often crowded, so you need to be smart about it. First, remember that vehicle size restrictions are in place for a reason. Anything longer than 21 feet or wider than 8 feet is not allowed on the highest sections. Go slow and use the pullouts. These aren't just for letting faster cars pass, they are your opportunity to stop, breathe, and soak in the incredible scenery without distraction. My best advice is to start your drive early in the morning. You'll beat the traffic, find parking more easily, and catch the mountains in the beautiful golden light of dawn. The road is a seasonal lifeline, typically open only from late June or early July until mid-October, depending on snowfall. Clearing the massive snowdrifts that accumulate over winter is a monumental task for the Park Service. Always check the road status before you go. A great alternative to driving yourself is to take one of the park's free shuttle buses, or book a tour on the historic Red Jammer buses. This lets you focus completely on the views without the stress of navigating tight corners. It's a smart way to experience the road, especially if you're not comfortable with mountain driving. Along the way, keep your eyes peeled. You'll pass stunning landmarks like the Weeping Wall, where water streams down a sheer rock face right next to the road, and Jackson Glacier Overlook, one of the few places where you can see a glacier directly from your car. The drive itself is a highlight reel of Glacier's beauty. It's a journey that builds in intensity, culminating at the summit of Logan Pass. Driving the Going to the Sun Road isn't just about getting from one place to another. It's an essential part of the Glacier experience, an adventure that will leave you breathless long before you even step onto a trail. At the pinnacle of the Going to the Sun Road, sitting at an elevation of 6,646 feet on the Continental Divide, is Logan Pass. This is the heart of the park, a place where the world opens up into a breathtaking panorama of jagged peaks and wildflower-filled meadows. Stepping out of your car here feels like stepping onto the roof of the world. The air is thin and crisp, and the views are simply staggering. You are surrounded by giants. Reynolds Mountain and Clements Mountain dominate the skyline, their imposing forms a testament to the raw power of nature. Logan Pass isn't just a stop, it's a destination. The Logan Pass Visitor Center is your base camp for exploring this high alpine wonderland. It's also one of the best places in the park to spot wildlife. Mountain goats and bighorn sheep are frequent visitors to the area, often seen grazing nonchalantly in the meadows or navigating the rocky cliffs with incredible agility. Remember to keep a safe and respectful distance. These are wild animals in their natural habitat. The real magic of Logan Pass, however, happens when you venture just a short distance from the parking lot. The boardwalk trails here are designed to protect the fragile alpine tundra while giving you access to some of the most beautiful scenery imaginable. Descending from the high country, you'll arrive at another of Glacier's crown jewels, Lake McDonald. This is the largest lake in the park, stretching for 10 miles and plunging to a depth of nearly 500 feet. Its waters are famously crystal clear, a result of the cold temperatures that inhibit the growth of plankton. On a calm day, the surface of the lake is a perfect mirror, reflecting the surrounding mountains with stunning clarity. One of the most famous features of Lake McDonald is its colorful pebbles. Years of glacial grinding and tumbling have polished these red, green, and blue stones, creating a rainbow beneath the water's surface. The Lake McDonald Valley offers a completely different yet equally enchanting experience from the high peaks. Here you'll find a lush, temperate rainforest of ancient red cedars and hemlocks, some of which are hundreds of years old. The historic Lake McDonald Lodge, a classic Swiss chalet-style hotel built in 1913, sits on the shore and provides a perfect spot to relax and soak in the serene atmosphere. You can rent a kayak or canoe to explore the lake from the water, Go for a swim if you're brave enough to face the cold, or simply sit on the shore and watch the sunset paint the sky with fire. It's a place of tranquility and profound beauty. Glacier National Park is a hiker's paradise, and the Highline Trail is its undisputed king. This legendary trail is not for the faint of heart, but honestly, it delivers rewards that are simply off the charts. Starting from Logan Pass, the trail immediately puts your nerve to the test as it traverses a narrow ledge carved into the sheer rock face of the Garden Wall. A hand cable is bolted to the cliff for support, but the drop-off is immense. Once you're past this adrenaline-pumping section, the trail opens up into vast, sweeping meadows with panoramic views that stretch for miles. You are literally hiking along the top of the world. Another must-do hike is the Hidden Lake Overlook Trail. This is a much shorter and more accessible trek, but it packs an incredible scenic punch. The trail begins as a boardwalk from Logan Pass, climbing gently through alpine meadows that explode with wildflowers in midsummer. It's a fantastic spot for wildlife viewing, with mountain goats and bighorn sheep commonly seen grazing nearby. The payoff at the end is the breathtaking view of Hidden Lake, a pristine jewel cradled by the towering Bear Hat Mountain. It's one of those postcard-perfect scenes that defines the beauty of Glacier. For a bigger challenge, you can continue on the trail down to the lake's shore. But adventure in Glacier isn't limited to hiking. The park's numerous lakes and rivers offer incredible opportunities for getting out on the water. Kayaking or paddleboarding on Lake McDonald or the stunningly turquoise Swift Current Lake provides a completely different perspective of the mountains. Paddling silently across these glacial waters, surrounded by towering peaks, is a deeply meditative experience. For those seeking more of a thrill, whitewater rafting on the Flathead River, which forms the park's western and southern boundaries, offers an exhilarating ride through stunning canyons. It's a fantastic way to cool off on a hot summer day and get your adrenaline pumping. Camping is the ultimate way to immerse yourself in the wilderness of Glacier. There's nothing quite like sleeping under a canopy of brilliant stars, far from the glow of city lights, and waking up to the crisp mountain air. The park has over a dozen campgrounds, ranging from large, developed sites to more rustic, remote locations. For the truly adventurous, backpacking into the park's backcountry is an unforgettable experience. It requires careful planning and a permit, but the reward is unparalleled solitude and the chance to explore corners of the park that few people ever get to see. This is where you find the true untamed spirit of Glacier. Glacier National Park is one of the last places in the lower 48 states where you can find a full complement of native predators and their prey. This is grizzly country. The park is home to a healthy population of grizzly bears, as well as black bears, making it a truly wild place. Seeing one of these magnificent animals in its natural habitat is, honestly, an awe-inspiring and humbling experience. But with that comes a great responsibility. You must be bear aware at all times. This means carrying bear spray and knowing how to use it, making noise on the trail, and storing your food properly. Respecting these powerful creatures is key to a safe adventure. Beyond the bears, the park is teeming with other incredible wildlife. Majestic herds of bighorn sheep and nimble mountain goats defy gravity on the steep rocky cliffs of the high country, especially around Logan Pass. In the valleys and forests, you might spot elk, moose, and mule deer grazing peacefully. Keep an eye out for smaller but equally fascinating creatures too. Hoary marmots sun themselves on rocks, and tiny pikas scurry among the talus slopes, gathering vegetation for the winter. The park is also a vital corridor for elusive predators like mountain lions and the critically endangered wolverine, a true icon of the high wilderness. The park's ecosystems are as diverse as its wildlife. Glacier protects a remarkable range of habitats, from the dense moss-draped cedar hemlock forests in the west to the drier grasslands and aspen groves in the east. As you climb in elevation, the landscape transforms into subalpine forests of fir and spruce, which eventually give way to the fragile alpine tundra above the tree line. This delicate ecosystem is home to specialized plants that can survive the harsh windswept conditions. Every one of these zones is interconnected, forming a complex and beautiful web of life that the park is dedicated to protecting. Conservation is at the core of Glacier's mission. The park faces significant challenges, most notably the impacts of climate change. The park's namesake glaciers are shrinking at an alarming rate, a visible and powerful symbol of a warming planet. Park scientists are on the front lines, studying these changes and working to protect the park's ecosystems and wildlife. They monitor water quality, study wildlife populations, and work to control invasive species. When you visit, you are supporting this vital work. By following leave no trace principles, packing out what you pack in, staying on trails, and respecting wildlife, you become a partner in preserving this incredible place for generations to come. Timing your mission to Glacier is critical. The park's main season is short, dictated by the heavy mountain snows. The best time to visit for full access to the park, including the entire Going to the Sun Road, is from early July through mid-September. This is when the weather is at its warmest, the trails are mostly snow-free, and the high alpine meadows are just bursting with wildflowers. However, this is also the busiest time. If you prefer more solitude, consider visiting in late September or early October. The crowds will be thinner, and the autumn colors can be spectacular, but be prepared for colder weather and the possibility of early snowstorms. Packing for Glacier is all about preparing for unpredictable mountain weather. The key is layering. Even on a warm summer day, conditions can change in an instant, especially at higher elevations. Your essential gear list should include a waterproof and windproof jacket, a warm fleece or insulated layer, sturdy hiking boots with good ankle support, and moisture-wicking shirts. Don't forget sun protection. A hat, sunglasses, and sunscreen are crucial, as the sun is pretty intense at high altitudes. And of course, the two most important items for any adventure in Glacier are a full water bottle to stay hydrated and a can of bear spray for safety. Getting to and around the park requires some planning. The closest airport is Glacier Park International Airport in Kalispell, about 40 minutes from the park's west entrance. You'll definitely want to rent a car to have the flexibility to explore the park at your own pace. Remember that a vehicle reservation is now required to drive the Going to the Sun Road and access other popular areas during peak season. These reservations can be hard to get, so book them online at recreation.gov as soon as they become available. If you don't get a reservation, you can still access these areas by taking the park shuttle, a guided tour, or by entering before or after the reservation hours. Finally, safety must be your top priority. This is a wild place that demands your respect. Always check the latest trail and weather conditions at a visitor center or on the park's website before heading out. Let someone know your hiking plans. When you're on the trail, be aware of your surroundings, make noise to avoid surprising a bear, and never feed or approach wildlife. Drink plenty of water and be mindful of the signs of altitude sickness if you're not used to it. By being prepared and making smart decisions, you can ensure your Glacier adventure is not only incredible but also safe. After a long day of hiking and exploring, you'll need a good place to rest and refuel. Glacier offers a range of lodging options, from historic Grand Lodges to rustic cabins and modern motels. For a truly iconic experience, consider staying at one of the park's historic lodges, like the Lake McDonald Lodge or the Many Glacier Hotel. These magnificent structures, built in a classic Swiss chalet style, offer stunning views and transport you back to the golden age of park travel. They are very popular, so you need to book your reservations far in advance, often a year ahead of time. For those who prefer to be closer to nature, the park's many campgrounds are an excellent choice. Camping is the best way to immerse yourself in the wilderness and is much more budget-friendly. Popular campgrounds like Apgar and Many Glacier offer incredible scenery and access to trailheads. Most campgrounds in the park operate on a reservation system through recreation.gov, and they fill up extremely fast. If you can't get a spot inside the park, there are plenty of private campgrounds and Forest Service campgrounds in the surrounding areas, especially in the towns of West Glacier, St. Mary, and East Glacier Park Village. When it comes to food, you'll find options ranging from fine dining to simple grab-and-go fare. The historic lodges have beautiful dining rooms that offer a more upscale experience with incredible views. The Russell's Fireside Dining Room at Lake McDonald Lodge is a fantastic spot for a memorable meal. For more casual options, you'll find grills, cafes, and camp stores scattered throughout the park in places like Apgar Village and Rising Sun. These are great for grabbing a burger, a sandwich, or stocking up on snacks and supplies for your day's adventure. It's always a good idea to pack plenty of your own snacks and water, especially when heading out on a long hike. Outside the park, the gateway communities offer a wider variety of dining choices. West Glacier has several restaurants and a great bakery perfect for grabbing breakfast before you head in. The town of Whitefish, about 45 minutes from the west entrance, has a vibrant food scene with everything from breweries to fine dining. On the east side, St. Mary and East Glacier Park Village have a few solid options for a hearty meal after a day of exploring the many glacier or two Medicine Valleys. No matter where you eat, fueling up with good food is an essential part of keeping your energy high for your glacier expedition. We've journeyed through a land of giants, a place where nature's power is on full display. We've navigated the breathtaking Going to the Sun Road, stood in awe at the summit of Logan Pass, and gazed into the crystal-clear depths of Lake McDonald. Glacier National Park is more than just a collection of beautiful sights. It's an experience that gets into your soul. The sheer scale of the mountains, the ancient wisdom of the glaciers, and the untamed spirit of the wildlife all combine to create something truly profound. It's a place that challenges you, changes you, and leaves an indelible mark on your memory. The highlights of this park are etched in rock and ice. Hiking the Highline Trail with its heart-pounding ledges and expansive views is an adventure you will tell stories about for the rest of your life. Watching a grizzly bear forage from a safe distance, or seeing a mountain goat effortlessly scale a cliff face, connects you to the raw, unfiltered reality of the wild. Paddling on a glacial lake, surrounded by a cathedral of peaks, offers a moment of peace and perspective that is hard to find anywhere else on Earth. These are the moments that define a trip to Glacier, the experiences that make it an essential destination for any true adventurer. This park is a precious, fragile treasure. The glaciers that gave this place its name are a powerful, visible reminder of our changing climate. They are disappearing, and their retreat urges us to act. A visit to Glacier is not just a vacation, it's a chance to become an advocate for wild places. It's an opportunity to learn, to appreciate, and to understand the importance of conservation. By treading lightly, respecting the wildlife, and sharing your experience with others, you become part of the effort to protect this incredible landscape for the future. The crown of the continent deserves our respect and our protection. So, the call to adventure is clear. Glacier National Park is waiting. It's waiting to test your limits, to fill you with wonder, and to reward you with some of the most spectacular scenery on the planet. Plan your mission, pack your gear, and prepare yourself for an expedition into the heart of the American Rockies. Whether you have a day or a month, this place will offer you a journey you will never forget. Get out there, explore its trails, climb its peaks, and let the wild spirit of Glacier seep into your bones. The adventure of a lifetime is out there. Go and get it.